assuming that the crime is possibly
This is a lame crime. Do I get anything for this?
What sentence does the plaintiff recommend?
She should be put into pillory for the amusement of all those that she has wronged.
God, lady, you are terrible at this. You're not going to get her into pillory.
What do you have to say to the accusations made against you? Speak, woman!
What incredible cheek.
Ooh, wow, okay.
It is for this windy person representing the plaintiff.
Holy shit, she bombed her defense so bad that she is past pillory. And there's me sitting back there. Why am I not in the chair?
I shall allow you a short respite.
Someone just linked the slash fic between me and What a Geek. No, I don't even get to fucking say.
The defense. Let us vote.
Oh no, we vote now, okay.
Guilty.
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 So I just never sat down, it just glitched and I'm across the room.
The accused is guilty as charged. The court agrees with the plaintiff's demands.
God, she fucked this up. 6 hours in pillory is nothing. That's just 6 hours in 6 hours of not being able to do anything. Fuck, that happens to me just getting my person to go to court.
I hereby declare the hearing to be ended.
No, that just can't be true.
If they just picked high fine, then they would have gotten a high fine on that one instead of just pillory. A high fine would at least make some money. Well, speaking of making money, that wasted my money. Waiting for all that bullshit. At least the money is starting to really pile up now. We'll have enough to pay wages tonight, and then tomorrow is just 100% profit. Looks like people are starting to come into the bars, too. So we can start goading the workers. We're almost at max 10 charisma with a rogue. Now you're gonna have to run all the way back to the pub. And let me check on my locks every once in a while. Well, does MDB know he has to go to court tomorrow? No, I don't.
Ready.
Alright, got my thieves positioned around town. What do I think of the fanfic? I don't think I ever ended up reading the full thing. I think I skimmed it and then forgot about it. Thanks for following, Skillsnee? Skillsnee? I think that's how that's pronounced. You don't know Jet, MDB? Jet! Jet, motherfucker! Jet! I played Payday 2. Of course I played Payday 2. I played Fallout 2. I know how Jet is made. It's fermented fruit in Brahmin shit extract. It's the fumes extracted. I played Fallout 2. And you actually meet the guy who invented Jet in that game, and you can get him on your team. And he's an asshole. It would be an honor to my clan. I'm 25th on the Hitbox front page. I think the highest I've ever gotten is 3rd place on the front page. But that's because, like, no one was streaming at the time. I'm really 64 viewers? Wow. Thanks, guys. Thank you for everybody who's been tweeting it out. You see the Twitter thing up by the top of the chat? Thank you so much, everyone who tweets it out, because you guys massively increase the viewership when you tweet it out and put it on Facebook. So yeah, thanks for being awesome. Hey, roll call in the chat. Fucking let me know in the chat if you don't know me from YouTube, if you've just found me from Hitbox. I'm curious. Nice beard, thank you. I try my best. So let me know if you just found me on Hitbox, because I might be getting some people from the... When is the Minecraft stream? I think I might subscribe. The Minecraft stream is on August the 5th, 2015, so this coming Wednesday. And that will be the grand reopening of my Minecraft server on whitelist only. If you subscribe here on Hitbox or are donating $5 a month or more over on Patreon, then you will be on the whitelist and able to join.
Fame and
And I'd love to have you there. You just found me on Hitbox? Skillsty? I think that's how it's pronounced. Sorry. Just found you on the front page? Oh, hi. For anyone who just found me on the front page, hi, I'm Mah-Dry-Bread. My job is YouTube. I am a disabled dude who has been... I've always wanted to be like a YouTuber, but I ended up doing it really early because I couldn't find any work. I grew up, I didn't grow up in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, but I spent a lot of my life there up until recently when I've moved to Toronto now. And most of the jobs there are like manual labor, so I wasn't able to do much because of my Ehlers-Danlos and cerebral palsy, so I ended up doing YouTube as a job. So for the last 4 years, I've been doing a minimum of 1 video a day over on YouTube, all different things like Payday 2 101, where I teach people high-level playing Payday, playthroughs of all kinds of games, streams, video game creepypasta readings, all kinds of shit. And of course my streams here on Hitbox. So I've been doing that, and it's fun. And right now, our goal in the game, if you haven't seen this game before, right now we're starting a crime syndicate in the Guild 2 Renaissance. I also have a tutorial series on Guild 2 Renaissance where I teach people how to really get started as different classes in the game, because it's honestly not a very self-explanatory game. Yeah, I've got literally thousands of videos up. Just found you on Hitbox and not from Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2 years ago. I do need to get back to that at some point. I still have the save file from multiple years ago. Did you upload more of those? What, Romance of the Three Kingdoms? I only ever did 3 episodes from one stream. I need to do more one day. It's just, you know, it's not terribly convenient for me to be able to do right now. God, I'm still, looking back on it, I'm still so proud of my old SWAT 4 playthrough. God, that was a good one. I very rarely go back and look at my own stuff and, like, watch it recreationally. I'm just not the kind of guy who really enjoys doing that. But my SWAT 4 playthrough I'm really proud of. I'm so happy with how I did that. And yeah, I have done some Guild 2 videos if you're into that over on YouTube. I've done some tutorial videos that people have been really asking for more of those. I just so rarely get to do them. So rarely get to work anymore, honestly. Just the housing situation. And I also upload Instagram pictures of my cats. And drink too much tea. Probably an unhealthy amount of tea. Swallowed a cat hair. I have too many cats. I do need to finish the dramatic reading of My Immortal. I still have like 10 episodes to go. I have another Ride to Hell Retribution episode actually edited, by the way. It's just got a lot of technical difficulties with it, and they were the weirdest shit where, like, Brandon was echoing, and, like, he kept getting desynced, and I had to fix it. It was just the weirdest tech shit was going on that day. I didn't know Tata recorded it, and I couldn't re-record it because Brandon would have lost his first impression. So I just did everything I did to fix it. It's going to be low quality, and I'm really sorry for that, but the rest of them will be fine. Episodes 1 and 2 are fine, and episodes 4 onwards will probably end up being fine. Enemy.
You are an
Enemy Dark. It was Enemy Darkness Dementia Ravenway was her name in that story. Although they added Terra to her name later in the story. So where we are right now financially, day's about to end. We're about to pay our wages, which is a solid 1,200 or so wages between our 2 pubs and our smuggler's hole.
The sales tax
all of our thieves are still alive, so we don't get to shaft any of them on the payments. Pro tip for saving little bits of money in this game early on. If you're about to hire someone and the day's about to end, don't hire them till the morning so you don't have to pay their wages twice. Everyone loved the Cornelius fuck moment. Cornelius fuck! Or was it Cornelio? I don't fucking know. Everyone's name in that story was a typo. God, stop making me an assessor in court, game. You're wasting my time. Getting close. Getting close to maxing out the charisma on both of them.
In accounting house has expired.
Neck's hurting me today. Everything's hurting today. I've been sore recently. Let me just make sure that everything's going well. Everything's going well. Good. Sorry, I just had to check a text. Well, no one can forget what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers. It's one of the most infamous lines from that whole story. Part 6, I want to say. That was a Dumbledore quote. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? You feel weird because you're one of the youngest here? I don't know. The age range on my viewership is really wide. I've got people, like, all across the age ranges who watch my stuff. Like, my main demographic is, like, 25-year-old guys. But, like, look at my forum. I've got 12-year-olds on my forum, as well as, like, 30-year-olds. And they have conversations together, because it's like I always say, I have one of the best communities I've ever seen. People just aren't assholes to each other on my community. It's rare. Well, in the forum, occasionally you get someone who gets a bit hot-headed, but for the most part, it's pretty civil. 32 represent. I'm about to turn 23. That's like the inverted version of your age. It's next month, September 22nd, I become 23.
A counting house is buying food.
Help us, Wisby is starving. Fuck you, Wisby. You're 11. Maripink, yeah, you're probably the youngest here. Except for Doug. We all know that Doug is actually 8. Ignore the stubble. You got a poem for me? Alright. Hold on, I need to do it in the game voice. Kimo Pronger has dedicated a poem to Mah-Dry. He was very moved. Confirmed anti-Mah-Dry. Oh, hi, Nexus. I didn't notice you were there. Mah-Dry-Bread. What a geek is playing video games all day and reading creepy stories. He is quite shyly. What kind of secret fury could he be hiding? Could it be that he's participating in a Brandon War Zero? That's dangerous war. He has a pet snappish hippo, and it's a super effector. Well, to be fair, it is basically impossible to fit a bunch of people in the show's names into a poem, so probably the best you could have done. Happy early Hrith Day. Awesome. Well, time to be an assessor in court again. Let's see what happens here. So how dumb do you guys think this court day is going to be on a scale of 1 to 10? Microphone is sagging again. Here we go. You're right, I didn't include Jawalahala Hulahi. For those old schoolers who've been around for over 3 years.
Court is now in session. Quiet in the court.
Alright, what's gonna happen this time? Well, once again, I did not sit down at the bench.
Actually failed to turn up for the trial.
Another person is an outlaw because they didn't show up to the trial. That's pretty dumb. Don't know why you'd ever not show up. Unless you're convinced you're going to get the death penalty.
Oh, yes. And I shall set the term of this sentence to be a number of years if you don't burn in hell first.
Well,
A new outlaw.
What?
once again, a waste of my time when I could be working at my pub. Cool.
Yes?
Back to working at America's pub.
Court sentencing has been changed.
Sentencing in Bergen is just. I like when it's severe because I'm not the one committing any crimes in Bergen. To be a 5 years? Is that what it said? I didn't notice. To be fair, I believe the game is developed in Austria, so The English might be a little off. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know a single person from Austria whose English is not flawless. I guess I haven't met many Austrian people. I mean, the only friend I have who I've talked to at length from Austria is Dr. Jones, and his English is perfect. He's flawless, like, just completely fluent.
For fame and honor.
Well, I believe English is very widely taught across most of Western and Central Europe, so I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to learn English at all in Austria. And he is also a giant, so he has a lot of room in his brain for other languages. I believe he is 6'5" or 6'6", so he is an enormous individual. I don't know what the Kinsey scale is. I feel like I've heard of the Kinsey scale before. Have you, MDB, have you had anyone come out about their sexuality on here? Well, I've had a lot of people say that they're, like, all different kinds of sexualities. It's not exactly coming out, like, as far as I know, they've never, like, come out when they've never said it before on here. Wait, is the Kinsey scale that, like, sexuality one of, like, how far between, like, how far you are on the scale between, like, straight and gay? Is that one? Because I've done that scale before. I think I was 1 away from completely straight. I was 1 or 2 away from completely straight. So apparently I am ever so slightly gay. Something like that? Yeah, I've done that one. For the record, I have never dated a guy or anything like that, or had any kind of experience like that with a guy. I don't know. The approach I always take to sexuality is just, don't sweat it. You like who you like. It's totally fine. And if you always thought your whole life you liked one gender, and suddenly one day you find yourself attracted to someone of the other gender, don't sweat it. There's nothing wrong with that. So, it's just a learning experience. Fuck it. Not fuck it literally, you know what I mean. Fuck it literally if you're getting into some kind of consensual agreement with this person. And don't call them an it. It's not a good way to start your date.
And now?
Yep, confirmed. I'm a faggot. As it was spelled in the chat. Yeah, everyone in my community is pretty open about their sexualities, all the vocal people at least. Which I think is cool. There's nothing to hide. You're right, to be specific, butt fuck it. We all know about you and Bran. What you and Bran get up to when no one's looking. Bran's currently living in a whole different city from me. He used to live in Burlington, I used to live in Hamilton, so we were, like, adjacent, but now I think he's in, like, Ottawa. So he's, like, a few hours away. Off learning how to be a cop. I think he has to spend a few more years at it before he becomes a police officer, though. Becoming a police officer in Ontario is a difficult job. Which it should be. Very rigorous training to become a police officer in Ontario, and I think that's how it should be. I do find it funny, though, that he's trying to become a police officer when he has literally dozens of hours of recorded footage of him on my streams playing Payday 2 and openly saying things like, I'm just over here killing the police. Don't take that out of context. Don't get me wrong, it's a video game, but there are a lot of hours of content out there of him saying that he is shooting police officers. Yeah, it's not fan fiction because it's not fiction, it's real. Alright, let's check out the King of Pints. That one's always got some more going on in it. Normally this game is way less hands-off than this. It's mostly just that I'm doing a lot of trickle businesses. How much does it cost to upgrade this? And how much does it cost to upgrade this? It is actually a little bit cheaper for a Thieves' Den, but I would make more out of upgrading a pub than a Thieves' Den. Because once I upgrade a pub, I can start smuggling illegal alcohols and selling that. I think the first thing I want to upgrade is the King of Pints in Germany. In Hamburg, Germany. Yeah, technically speaking, gay and lesbian essentially mean the same thing. Like, lesbian is specifically for women, and gay is usually used for guys, but it also means the same thing for girls, so really, you can use gay for either. Just call it whatever you want to call it.